Hello everyone, my name is Keba and I am a graduate of the FRESHforce Culinary program. Today I am going to do a Caribbean style cauliflower curry goulash. These are our ingredients that we'll be using today. We're going to use about 36 ounces of cauliflower. This cauliflower you can also find in our boxes at the pantries. It's 12-ounce bag. We're going to be using 36 ounces of chickpeas or chana or garbanzo beans for those who are unfamiliar. We will also be using 1 red pepper, 1 onion, a few cloves of garlic, cumin, salt and pepper to taste, cayenne is optional, and some curry. The first thing we are going to do is roast our cauliflower. So we're going to, actually before we roast the cauliflower guys, we want to cut it up in small pieces. So this is a couple pieces I have here. How about bite-sized pieces should be good. And then we're going to toss a little bit of olive oil or vegetable oil to coat. And then we're going to roast our cauliflower. And you want to roast the cauliflower for about 10 to 15 minutes. You don't want it to be completely cooked because we're going to finish cooking it in the pot. So now we're going to put the cauliflower to roast in a 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes. While the cauliflower is roasting, we'll get our rest of our vegetables prepared. So I like to cook with color, hence I'm throwing this red pepper in there. And we're going to do a small to medium dice on our red peppers today. And for this recipe, you can use either the whole pepper or half a pepper. It just depends on how vibrant you like your dish. I like a lot of vibrancy. I'm going to use the whole pepper. Okay, we're going to put the peppers to the side so we're ready for those. And next we're going to chop our onion, also a small to medium dice. We're also going to chop our culantro. For those of us that are in the Hispanic and or Caribbean community, you know that this is a staple in a lot of our dishes. Now, I like to use culantro for this dish, but you can also substitute fresh cilantro if you're unable to get your hands on fresh culantro. And you want to make sure it's nicely chopped up. I used about 5 or 6 sprigs of culantro leaves. And our last ingredient is going to be garlic. We have a few fresh cloves of garlic. This is really important for this dish. Today we are going to use our box grater. And I like to use this fine side. And guys, be very careful with a box grater. It's very sharp sometimes. Now, I did leave behind 2 cloves of garlic, which you'll see what I'm going to use this for shortly. Let's put that to the side. All right. Right now we're going to pull the cauliflower from the oven. It's been about 10 minutes. And it has a nice color on it. I'm just going to put that to the side. Okay. Okay, you want to turn your pan on. About medium heat. And then you're going to add about 1 tablespoon of oil, vegetable oil. So if you remember, I had about 6 cloves of garlic. I grated 4. Now I have 2 left. I'm just going to smash the garlic. And we're going to add the garlic to the oil. And this gives the oil a nice little garlic flavor. Can you smell the garlic? Just gonna let that cook for a few more minutes. All right, so once your garlic is nicely browned, we will remove the garlic. And now we will add our curry. And make sure you turn your heat down. While your curry is browning, you add your onion. Woohoo! Smell those flavors coming through. So, once your onion starts to caramelize nicely, That should take about 30 seconds to a minute or so. You want the onions to get nice and translucent. We will now add the roasted cauliflower. And our additional ingredients, the garbanzo beans. Ooh, sizzling. We're going to add our freshly grated garlic, some cumin powder. Now I did say cayenne is optional. For this we'll use it. Some culantro. And our peppers. A little bit of salt and pepper to taste. And then we're gonna add about 2 cups of water. And you want to mix everything together and let that cook. This is a dish that can be served with a little bit of rice, brown rice, white rice, whatever of your choosing. You can also serve it with root foods. You can also pair it with chicken or whatever protein you would like. Mix everything to combine and then watch the magic happen. All right. So this should take about 20 to 30 minutes. You want your cauliflower to still have a little bit of crunch as well as your garbanzo beans. So 20 to 30 minutes, everything will come together nicely. All right, so our Caribbean style goulash is finished and we are going to plate this. As I mentioned earlier, you can eat this with some white rice over a bed of rice, or you can eat it by itself with a salad, sweet potato. It depends on what you're eating that night. Here's just a couple of spoonfuls. Remember, I told you guys about color, and I love the contrast of the red peppers next to the curry and the fresh cilantro. So here we are, everything all plated up and beautiful, ready to enjoy.